Hello friends, and welcome back to Kurt Berglund's Baseball World. We are continuing today with our King of the Hill tournament using Fall Classic Baseball. We are up to game number 8. Our current King of the Hill is the 1975 Cincinnati Reds. They are not only the King of the Hill, but they are leading the pack in wins, which of course wouldn't necessarily be the same club at any given time. The Reds, however, are doing this. They have 3 wins and are in first place in the wins category, which is the only category that matters in this tournament. We're up to game 8. The Reds have defeated the 1974 A's, the 68 Tigers, and the 1952 Brooklyn Dodgers to get here. Their opponent today is the 1952 New York Yankees, a team that won the World Series with the unlikely path of being behind 3-2 and going to their opponent's home field for games 6 and 7, and the Yankees beat the Dodgers in Ebbets Field on opposing turf in both games to take the World Series. It's a very, very good team. Stars like Mickey Mantle, Yogi Berra, Johnny Mize, and today's starter, right-hander Allie Reynolds, who won 20 games in the 1952 season. And if you watch games 6 and 7 on YouTube from the 1952 World Series, and they're there, and I really recommend them. It's wonderful television. But if you watch those games, the way that both Mel Allen and Red Barber talk about Allie Reynolds, it's clear that he was held in higher esteem than the rest of the Yankee pitching staff, including starters Eddie Lopat and Vic Raschi. So he gets the nod on the 52 Yankees opening day of this tournament. He will be opposed by right-hander Jack Billingham for the 1975 Cincinnati Reds. Billingham, I am labeling as the 4th starter on that team. He was still a good pitcher. He just wasn't at his peak by 1975. So the number 4 guy for the Reds goes against the number 1 guy for the Yankees, a pair of right-handers in this one. Without any further ado, let's go to today's starting lineups. The 52 Yankees against right-hander Jack Billingham. Leading off in left field, it's Gene Woodling. Batting second, it's third baseman Gil McDougald. Batting third, center fielder Mickey Mantle. Batting fourth, catcher Yogi Berra. Batting fifth, right fielder Hank Bauer. Batting sixth, first baseman Johnny Mize. Batting seventh, shortstop Phil Rizzuto. Batting eighth, second baseman Billy Martin, and batting ninth, it's Allie Reynolds, who had 35 games in 1952, 29 of them starts. In 29 starts, he had 24 complete games, good for 244 innings of work, a 20-8 record, and why not, he threw in 6 saves. He has a starting pitcher stamina of 36. All right, for the homestanding Cincinnati Reds, Pete Rose leads off at third base. Joe Morgan bats second. At second base, Johnny Bench bats third. He'll catch. Tony Perez bats fourth. He'll be at first. George Foster bats fifth. He'll be in left field. Merv Rettenmund gets the start in right field against the left-hander. He'll bat sixth. Dave Concepcion bats seventh. He'll play short. And Cesar Geronimo bats eighth. He'll play center field. On the mound, it's Jack Billingham, who in 1975 had 33 games, 32 of them starts, 5 complete games, 208 innings. He was 15-10 for the World Series champion Reds in 1975. The winner of this game does not get much of a reward. The winner of this game will host the 1969 Baltimore Orioles. So Earl Weaver and his Orioles are in a Baltimore airport waiting to find out where they will take their tickets. Will they fly to New York to play at Yankee Stadium against the 52 Yankees, or will they fly to Cincinnati to take on the 75 Reds? We are about to find out. Gene Woodling steps in the batter's box against Jack Billingham, and here we go. It's we gotta see what kind of stuff Billingham has. He'll go first. He has B stuff, and Allie Reynolds has B stuff as well, so a couple of Bs. This is a 63, and wrong card. Fly ball to center. Under it is Cesar Geronimo. He makes the catch for out number 1, and we are underway at Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati. Gil McDougald, the Yankee third baseman, and sometimes second baseman, comes to the plate. Billingham winds and deals to McDougald, and it's hit in the air to left. George Foster over toward the line will make the catch for out number 2. And now it's Mickey Mantle in his second season as a Yankee. The pitch from Billingham is going to be a base hit for Mantle to center field. Cesar Geronimo throws it back in, and that'll bring up Yogi. Billingham the stretch, checks Mantle at first, and the pitch to Yogi Berra. A line smash gloved by Concepcion, and that will retire the Yankees in inning number 1. So Billingham allows a hit, but nobody scores. We go to the bottom of the first. Scoreless in Cincinnati. So Allie Reynolds gets the nod for Casey Stengel against Sparky Anderson's 75 Reds. He's in his B column. He winds and deals, and this will be a base hit for Rose to left field. Gene Woodling throws it back in, and the Reds have a little something going in the first inning. Reynolds the stretch, the pitch to Joe Morgan, and this is going to be a ballpark check. Where's my ballpark card? There it is. Morgan, a left-handed batter, got a chance to hit it out of here. It goes to center and deep. Back goes back goes Mantle to the warning track, and he makes the catch for out number 1. Rose retreats to first, and Allie Reynolds takes a deep breath. Pitch to Johnny Bench. Ground ball to Gil McDougald. He goes to Billy Martin for 1. The relay to Johnny Mize is not in time. Bench beats the rap at first. Rose is retired 5-4 on the fielder's choice. Bench is safe, and Perez comes up. Allie Reynolds the stretch, checks Bench at first, and the delivery to the Reds' first baseman is hit in the air to center. Mickey Mantle into left center will make the catch, and that retires the Reds. So sort of identical first innings. Each team gets a hit, but neither team gets a run. We go to the second, and we're scoreless at Riverfront. Billingham going to face Bauer, Mize, and Rizzuto in inning number 2. The only pitcher that is unavailable out of the bullpen today is for the Reds. It's Clay Carroll. Clay Carroll went 3 full innings of work in the last game, so he is unavailable. Everybody else is ready and rested in that Reds bullpen, and the Yankees are at full strength as well, of course. This is their opening day. The pitch from Billingham to Bauer could be a hit by pitch, is not a hit by pitch, and it's grounded to Dave Concepcion. He's up with it and fires to Tony Perez for out number 1. Johnny Mize comes to the plate. The Hall of Famer winding down his career could still pack a wallop. The pitch from Billingham to Mize is hit in the air to left. Into left center is Foster, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Now it's Phil Rizzuto, the scooter. Billingham winds and deals. Ball 4, 2-out walk to Rizzuto. And Billy Martin comes to the plate. Billingham the stretch, the delivery to Billy. And that's a walk to Billy Martin. 2 on. They're going to turn over the lineup, which I guess is what they wanted to do. Allie Reynolds, not an awful hitter. He could get some hits for you. He is up there with Rizzuto at second and Martin at first with 2 outs in the top of the second. Pitch from Billingham. Hey, struck him out on the broccoli cauliflower medley. Gas. That retires the side in inning number 2. We go to the bottom of 2. No score in Cincinnati. Or if you're Sparky Anderson and Milo Hamilton about half the time, Cincinnati. Foster, Rettenman, Concepcion, a trio of right-handed batters against Reynolds in the second. He might hit Foster. No, he doesn't. This is hit on the ground to Rizzuto at short. Scooter wonders what in the world he's doing on AstroTurf, picks up the ball, and fires to Mize for out number 1. Here's Merv Rettenman. Reynolds kicks and deals, and this is trouble for Reynolds. A base hit to center. Cut off in the gap by Mantle. Rettenman takes a big turn at first and holds on there. 1 out, 1 out for the Reds. Here's Concepcion. Yankee infield at double play depth. The pitch. And a base hit for Concepcion to right field. We got to check Hank Bauer's arm. His arm is average. And so Rettenman will hold on at second. 2 on with 1 out for Geronimo. Reynolds facing his first real test here in the game. On deck is Billingham. Lefty, I'm sorry, I called Reynolds a lefty before. Right-hander to Geronimo is going to be a ground ball to McDougald. McDougald fires to Martin for 1. The relay to Mize is in time for a 5-4-3 rally-killing, soul-crushing double play turned by the 52 Yankees. Now I need to explain what in the world Redmond is doing. What I'm trying to do in the series is I'm not going to copy a usage pattern exactly, but if somebody plays a lot, either against righties or against lefties, they're going to get in there. I'm not going to ride the same 8 or 9 guys every game, and so if you look at Griffey's stats, he only played 132 games. So I put Rettenman in there to try and balance things out a little bit. It was not a strict platoon for those two. All right, we go to the third with no score in Cincinnati. Woodling, McDougald, and Mantle. The pitch. Might hit him. No, does not hit him. And it's grounded to first. Tony Perez to his right, gloves it, and feeds Billingham covering for out number 1. Gil McDougald. Another example of that is Mize. He was acquired late in the season by the 52 Yankees. Collins played there most of the season, so I have to balance their time as well a little bit. McDougald from Billingham. Hits it in the air to left. This is George Foster in his tracks. Makes the catch for out number 2. And now Mickey Mantle 0 for 1. Mantle hits it on the ground to Joe Morgan to his left. Plants and throws and makes the put out at first for out number 3. So Billingham is controlling the 52 Yankees to this point. We have no score in Cincinnati. Billingham leads off for the Reds in the bottom of the third. Reynolds kicks and deals to him, and it's ball 4. So Reynolds makes the cardinal sin of walking the pitcher, and here comes Pete Rose. Yankee infield moves to double play depth. The pitch from Reynolds is hit on the ground to Martin. Rose will Martin will go to Rizzuto for 1, and the relay to Mize is not in time. Billingham is retired 4-6 on the fielder's choice. Rose is safe at first, and here comes Joe Morgan. Morgan's 0 for 1. The pitch from Reynolds to Morgan is struck him out on the broccoli cauliflower medley with a little nacho cheese. 2 down, and here's Bench 0 for 1. Pitch from Reynolds to Bench. This will be an error check unless Alley strikes him out. He does not. And an error check for the Scooter, Phil Rizzuto. Rizzuto is an error 5. He makes the play, goes the short way to Billy Martin, and that will retire the Reds in inning number 3. So we've played 3 complete, and there is no score. We got a good one in Cincinnati. These have been good games in this tournament so far. All right, so we have against Billingham in inning number 4, we have Berra, Bauer, and Mize, 4, 5, 6, in the 52 Yankee order. Billingham winds and delivers, and this is to right and deep. Rettenman back, warning track, wall, and gone. 1-0 52 Yankees. Here comes Hank Bauer. Billingham winds and deals to Bauer. That's ball 4. Billingham may be in trouble. Johnny Mize comes up. Infield moves for a double play. The pitch to Johnny Mize, and this is ripped down the line in right field. Redmond's got to go run it down in the corner. Bauer is going to be held at third, and Mize cruises into second with a double, although I'm not sure how much cruising Johnny was doing in 1952 at the age of, don't tell me, 39. All right, Phil Rizzuto comes up now, and that's going to get action going in Sparky Anderson's bullpen. Pat Darcy is starting to throw. He's the long man today for Sparky. Rizzuto walked in the second. Runners at second and third. The Reds infield is playing in at the corners and back up the middle. The pitch to Rizzuto. Base hit for the Scooter. This will go to center field. Scoring is Bauer. It's 2-0 52 Yankees. Mize is going to be waived, and Cesar Geronimo charges hard, and he comes up throwing. Let's see what this looks like. He is a 4. The throw from Geronimo home to Bench, and it's not in time. It hits the mound and takes a crazy hop. Mize scores. Rizzuto goes to second on the throw. Scooter with a 2-run single, and it's 3-0 52 Yankees all of a sudden. Billy Martin comes to the plate with Rizzuto at second. Billingham in trouble. Martin walked in the second as well. Billingham the stretch and the pitch to Martin, and there's a base hit. Center field. They're going to wave Rizzuto. Around third. Geronimo's throw one more time to Johnny Bench is in time, and they get the Scooter at home plate on an 8-2 put out. And that will be the first out of the inning. Allie Reynolds comes to the plate. Billingham the stretch. The pitch to Reynolds. He squares to bunt. And he pops it up. And where in the world is Billy Martin going? Jack Billingham gloves the pop-up and fires to Perez, and it will be a double play that gets the Reds out of the inning. An uncharacteristically awful fundamental play by the Yankees. saves the Reds bacon in the fourth. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 3-0 Yankees. The Reds will send up Perez, Foster, and Rettenmund in inning number 4. They are the 4, 5, 6 hitters. The pitch to Tony Perez. Ground ball. Phil Rizzuto is up with it and fires to Johnny Mize for out number 1. Here's Foster. 0 for 1 for Big George. The pitch to him is ball 4. So there's a base runner for the Reds in the bottom of the fourth. Here's Rettenmund, who singled in the second. Reynolds the stretch. The pitch to Rettenmund. Ball 4. 2 on for the Reds now in the bottom of the fourth. Concepcion is up there. 1 for 1. The pitch. And it's chart 54. Where are you? 17. Could be a wild pitch. Is not a wild pitch. All right. So the next delivery to Concepcion. Base hit for Concepcion. This goes to center field. Mickey Mantle charging hard on the single by Concepcion. And Foster will hold on the strength of Mantle's throw to home plate. The Reds have the bases dripping with Geronimo up. Allie Reynolds in trouble with 1 out in the fourth. The Yankees lead 3-0, but the tying runs are on base. Yankee infield playing at double play depth. The pitch from Reynolds to Geronimo is trouble. This is corked to center, and it's going to one-hop the wall. Foster scores. Rettenmund scores. Concepcion will be held at third. And it's a big 2-run double for Cesar Geronimo. And that'll bring up Billingham, and they're going to hit for him. They're hitting for Billingham here in the fourth. And it's Ken Griffey, who we talked about earlier, who's going to do the pinch hitting for Billingham. And a chance to put the Reds in front. So there's 1 out in the bottom of the fourth. Concepcion at third, Geronimo at second. The Yankees are going to play their infield back. And the score is 3-2, 52 Yankees over the 75 Reds. Yeah, the Yankees are going to play their infield back. There's 1 out. Reynolds is going to go from the stretch. And the pitch to Griffey. Does he walk him? No, he doesn't. He hits it on the ground to Billy Martin. Martin to his left, gloves it, and throws to Mize for the putout. Concepcion scores from third. Geronimo advances to third, and we're tied at 3 on the RBI ground out by Ken Griffey. Now it's Rose. Geronimo, the lead run, 90 feet away. Reynolds is going to go from the windup. The pitch to Pete. Hit in the air to center. Mickey Mantle coming on, and he's going to make the catch for out number 3. The Reds answer the Yankees' 3-run fourth with a 3-run fourth of their own. We go to the 5th, and we're back to even. The score is 3-3. Top of the Yankee order coming, but first, we have a new Reds pitcher. It's Pat Darcy. Taking over here in the 5th. First, we'll tell you about Billingham's day, which ended early. Billingham went 4 innings. He allowed 5 hits, 1 of them a homer. He walked 3 and struck out 1. He allowed 3. The 3 runs he allowed were all earned. He cannot win this game. He cannot lose it. Darcy is on. Pat Darcy, 27 games in 1975. 22 of them were starts. He completed one, good for 131 innings of work. He was 11-5 with one save. Woodling will lead off against the right-hander, Pat Darcy. Then it'll be McDougald, then Mantle. We're in the fifth. The pitch. Woodling hits it on the ground to Joe Morgan. He's up with it and throws to Perez for out number one. Gil McDougald, 0 for 2. The pitch from Darby. Let's see what kind of stuff Darcy has. He has C stuff. The pitch from Darcy to McDougald is wide, ball 4. So 1 out, 1 on for the Yankees, and now it's Mantle. Mickey is 1 for 2. The infield at double play depth. The pitch from Darcy to Mantle is a base hit. Second hit of the game for Mickey. And McDougald is going to try for third. It's to left field. That's George Foster country. He's going to try and take third right in front of him. And the throw from Foster to Rose is in time. They get McDougald at third base. Mantle will take second on the throw. There are 2 outs now, and it's Yogi Berra. First base is open, but they're going to go after Yogi. The pitch from Darcy. Chart 54, where are you? Could be a wild pitch. And is a wild pitch, unless it's a pass ball for bench, which it is not. It's a wild pitch for Darcy. It moves Mantle to third with 2 outs, and Yogi's still up there. Now they're going to walk Yogi. Sparky holds up 4 fingers. They're avoiding Yogi, and they're going to go against Bauer with a righty-righty matchup here in the top of the fifth. So it's Mantle at third, Berra at first, 2 men out, top of the fifth, and a tie game at 3. The pitch from Darcy to Bauer. Hit on a line at Cesar Geronimo, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Sparky Anderson takes a deep breath, and we go to the bottom of the fifth. We've played halfway through, and we've decided nothing. The score is 3-3. Morgan, Bench, and Perez in the bottom of the fifth for Cincinnati. 2, 3, 4 hitters. Allie Reynolds kicks and deals. Ground ball. Phil Rizzuto, the scooter, cuts it off from going up the middle, plants and throws to Mize for out number 1. Here's Bench. 0 for 2. Got to the kitchen. That's a ranch, Jack. I smell gas. Unless he strikes out, of course. Which would be 1, 2, 3. No strikeout. Range check for Billy Martin. Billy Martin range check in 1952. Martin is a 16 on his range, and he makes the play to Johnny Mize for out number 2. Now it's Perez. Reynolds to Tony Perez. And the delivery, struck him out on a bender. That's strikeout number 2 for Reynolds, and it ends. The Reds' 5th. We go to the 6th. We're still tied at 3. 3 apiece. Pat Darcy will face Mize, Rizzuto, and Martin in the Yankee 6th. Darcy can go 24 batters in relief. So his stamina is not an issue here. The pitch to Mize is a base hit. Pulled into right. Rettenmund gathers it and throws it back in. Rizzuto comes to the plate. Casey's got a lot of options here. A lot of options. Darcy the stretch and the pitch to the Scooter. He's not bunting. Ballpark check. And Rizzuto hooks that one into the stands. Foul for strike number 1. Next delivery from Darcy to Rizzuto is a base hit for Rizzuto. The Scooter with a single. Holding at second is Mize. The Yankees have 2 on with nobody out for Billy Martin. The bullpen for the Reds gets going again. It's McEnany and Bourbon starting to throw. Again, Clay Carroll not available today. Martin is 1 for 1. Darcy the stretch and the pitch to Billy. He squares to bunt. He gets it down, bunts it toward Perez. Tony gloves it, turns, and flips to Morgan covering first, and the runners move to second and third. Mize down to third, Rizzuto up to second, and that'll bring up Allie Reynolds with 1 out. The Reds will now play in. They're going to play in. Reynolds at the plate. All right, Pat Darcy facing Allie Reynolds now. The stretch checks the runners. The pitch, he's not bunting, and we may have an error check. Unless it's a strikeout, it is not a strikeout. We do have an error check, and it's hit to Perez, who is playing in. And his error number is an 8. And he makes the play. So, it's by him. Wait a minute. It's hit to Perez. He's playing in. But it's a single because it gets past him because he's playing in. So Reynolds slaps it by Tony Perez. He knocks it down. Oh, boy, what am I doing here, though? What am I doing here? So we have an error check at first. He doesn't make an error, but he is playing in. So it'd be a 1-base advance on the error. So I'm going to give it a 1-base advance on the hit. I might be doing this wrong, but that's how I'm going to call it. So Perez doesn't make an error, but he does knock it down. 1-base advance here. I'm giving credit for the single to Reynolds. It's 4-3 Yankees. Mize scores from third. Rizzuto advances to third, and Reynolds drives in the go-ahead run at 4-3. Now it's Woodling. Here comes Sparky. He wants a new pitcher, and it's going to be Will McEnany. Here in the 6th, the lefty is on to face the left-handed batting Woodling. So Darcy goes 1 1/3, allows 4 hits. He walked 1 intentionally, 1 unintentionally. He allowed 1 run to score so far. But the Yankees at the corners are his responsibility as well. He is on the hook for the loss at this moment. Will McEnany, 70 games, 91 innings, 5-2 record with 15 saves. He's pitching to Woodling. The Reds are going to play back now for 2. Woodling, the pitch from McEnany. And lefty-lefty matchup. It's a ground ball to Morgan. So Morgan's going for 2. He flips to Concepcion for 1. The relay to Perez, and Woodling beats the Rap at first by a step. So Rizzuto scores, give Woodling an RBI. It's 5-3 Yankees, and Reynolds is retired 4-6 on the fielder's choice. Now it's McDougald. Woodling at first, 2 men out, 5-3 Yankees. We're in the 6th. McEnany to Woodling. Hey, struck him out on baked beans. Gas. Yankees settle for 2 in an ugly inning for Cincinnati. On 3 hits, they leave 1. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 5-3 Yankees. Foster, Redmond, Concepcion for Cincinnati in the 6th against Ali Reynolds. And if you're wondering about stamina for Ali Reynolds, he's doing fine. He's only faced 22 batters, and he can go 36. Foster up, he's 0 for 1. Reynolds kicks and deals. Foster hits it on the ground to Phil Rizzuto. The scooter charges in a step and flips to Mize for out number 1. Redmond 1 for 1 with a walk. The pitch from Reynolds is ball 4. His 3rd time on base, 2nd walk for Merv. And now it's Concepcion. Now Stengel's got to think about nursing his lead here. No action yet, but they're moving around in that Yankee bullpen. Concepcion is 2 for 2. Reynolds the stretch and the delivery, and there's a base hit for Concepcion. To center field. Stopping at second on the strength of Mantle's arm is Redmond. So it's Redmond at second, Concepcion at first. Geronimo comes up, and now action will start in the New York Yankee bullpen. It's going to be left-hander Bob Kazava and right-hander Johnny Sain start to throw for the Yankees. Lefty-righty double-barreled action, just the way Casey Stengel likes it whenever he's in Cincinnati. Now it's Geronimo 1 for 2. McEnany is in the on-deck circle. The pitch from Reynolds to Geronimo is a base hit. Stopping at third on the infield hit. Reynolds knocks it down but can't make a play. It just trickles toward Rizzuto. The bases are now dripping with Reds, and here comes McEnany. But Sparky's going to call him back to the dugout. We're going to get a pinch hitter. Chance for the Reds to tie the game. Redmond at third, Concepcion at second, Geronimo at first. Out of the dugout comes Dan Dreesen, who was I'm going to call him a semi-regular in 1975 as well. First base, left field, right field, and a very valuable pinch hitter. He, of course, was the DH in the 1976 World Series for the Reds. Dreesen pinch hitting here for McEnany. McEnany is done after 2/3 of an inning with a strikeout. That's it. The new pitcher is going to be Bourbon in the 7th. Where he will bat, we don't know yet. Yankee infield is back. Reynolds facing Dreesen. The pitch from Reynolds. Hey, struck him out. 2 gone and a big strikeout for Reynolds. That's number 3. Pork and beans. Gas. Now it's Rose. Sparky needs a hit from Pete Rose. 1 for 3 for Pete today. The pitch from Reynolds. Does he hit him? He just dotted Pete Rose. Rose throws away the bat and sprints to first. That will drive in the 4th run of the game. Redmond for the Reds. Concepcion moves to 3rd. Geronimo moves to 2nd. It's a 5-4 Yankee lead. And now it's Morgan. Casey Stengel's going to visit the mound and talk to Reynolds and ponder bringing in Bob Kuzava to face Joe Morgan, but he's not going to do it. So it's going to be Reynolds against Morgan with 2 outs in the 6th. 5-4 Yankees. Joe is 0 for 3. The pitch. And there's a base hit. We're going to be at least tied. Scoring is Concepcion. It's 5-5. And it's to right field. Bauer's arm, I believe, is average. It is. And so, and there's 2 outs. So that's going to score Geronimo as well. It is now 6-5 Reds as Rose stops at second. Now Casey's coming out. He's got the hook with him, and that's going to be it for Allie Reynolds. Johnny Bench is due, and it's going to be Johnny Sane coming in a little bit early to try and quell the Reds' uprising. So we'll reset the stage for you. Boy, this is a good game. Back and forth, 2 great teams. We got the bottom of the 6th, 2 outs. Rose at second, Morgan at first. The Reds have scored 3 times to take a 6-5 lead in this ball game. Sane is on. Reynolds goes 5 2/3 innings. He allows 2, 4, 6, 7 hits. He walked 3. He walked 4. He hit a batter. He allowed all 6 runs, and 2 more are his responsibility on the bases. He's on the hook for the loss at this moment. Johnny Sane, a right-hander, 35 games, 16 starts, 8 complete games, 148 innings, 11-6 record with 7 saves. He can give you 21 batters in relief before fatigue may become an issue. So he is in for the long haul, I gotta believe. However, Kazava continues to throw in the bullpen for Casey Stengel. And he is being joined out there by Tom Morgan. 6-5, bottom of the 6th, 2 outs. Johnny Bench at the plate. Tony Perez would be next. Bench is 0 for 3. Let's see what kind of stuff Sane has. He has B stuff today. The pitch from Sane to Bench is a ballpark check. Uh-oh. This is right-handed batting Bench, and he hits it just foul outside the third base line. Past a diving Gil McDougald, but in foul territory. The next delivery from Sane to Bench is a base hit for Bench. This will be to left field. Rose will be waived. The left fielder is Gene Woodling. His arm is average. An average 4. Woodling charges hard, throws to Berra, and they get Rose at the plate. Yogi's not going to get bowled over by Pete today. So it's a single for Bench. Rose is retired 7-2, and that will end the Yankees' 6th inning. This is quite a struggle between these two clubs. Top of the 7th coming. Reds lead 6-5. Pedro Borbon, with his first appearance in the tournament, is coming on. He will bat in the number 9 spot. He has C stuff. Raleigh Eastwick starts to throw in the Reds bullpen. And it'll be Mantle, Berra, and Bauer, 3, 4, 5 hitters in the Yankees' 7th. Borbon in 75, 67 games, 125 innings, a 9-5 record with 5 saves. Mantle, 2 for 3, is up there. Berra is on deck. Yankees trail by 1. We're in the 7th. The pitch from Borbon. There's a hit for Mantle, and it's trouble. Inside the left field line, past a diving Pete Rose. It's going to get into the corner. Foster got to go dig it out. Mantle cruises into second with a double to lead off the 7th inning. Borbon the stretch. The pitch to Yogi Berra. Base hit for Yogi. Could this game be any more even? going to wave Mantle on the hit to right field. Rettenmund is charging. Merv's arm. Here comes the throw. It's late. Cut off by Perez. And the Yankees have tied the game at 6 on an RBI single by Yogi Berra. We're even again in this game. Bauer is up with the Reds at double play depth. 0 for 2 for Hank, the pitch. It's a ground ball hit to Concepcion at short. He gloves it. Goes to Morgan for 1. The relay to Perez is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 6-4-3 double play turn by Cincinnati. And the bases are now clean for Johnny Mize. Bourbon winds and deals. This is trouble for Bourbon. It's over. Foster's head and 1 hops the wall. Mize with his 3rd hit of the day. He's got a double. Now it's Rizzuto with a chance to take the lead. Bourbon the stretch. The pitch to the Scooter. Base hit for Rizzuto. Are they going to wave Mize? That's the question on America's mind. They are going to wave Mize. It goes to center field. Geronimo is coming home with a throw. All the way to bench. It's not in time. Mize scores. It's 7-6. Yankees over the Reds, and the Yankees get the lead back. Here's Billy Martin with Rizzuto at first. 3 RBIs for the Scooter. Bourbon the stretch. The delivery to Martin is trouble. It's going to be into right center and deep. Scoring all the way from first is Rizzuto, and Martin slides into third with a triple. Bourbon in big trouble, and here comes Sparky. He's got the hook. We're going to see a... Can't do a double switch here. But they're going to Eastwick in the 7th. Johnny Sane is going to be the batter. Eastwick is going to be the new pitcher. Bourbon gets shelled in the 7th. Sparky a little short-handed in the bullpen today, but Clay Kirby is his last man, and we're in the 7th, and Clay Kirby's arm feels like it's going to fall off, so that's not a good sign. Martin with an RBI triple, driving home the Scooter. It is now 8-6 Yankees in the top of the 7th. All right, so let's catch our breath here. Johnny Sane will bat, and Casey's hoping Johnny Sane's going to take him the rest of the way. We'll see if that actually happens. Sane could actually hit a little bit. 268 on the season. Eastwick takes over for Bourbon. Bourbon went 2/3 of an inning, allowed 5 hits, 3 runs. And he's on the hook for the loss now if it doesn't change. Eastwick, 58 games, 90 innings, a 5-3 record with 22 saves. He threw hard in 1975. Sane is at the plate with Martin at third. There are 2 outs. Eastwick's stuff is A stuff. The pitch to Billy Martin, or to Johnny Sane, is a base hit for Sane. It's 9-6. Johnny Sane gets jammed, but he gets it through the infield, and it's 9-6 as Martin trots home. The Yankees taking control of the game. Here's Woodling, 0 for 4. Eastwick the stretch. The pitch to Woodling, and there's another hit. Stopping at second is Sane. 2 on with 2 outs for McDougald. Eastwick having trouble. Clay Kirby in pain in the bullpen. The pitch from Eastwick to McDougald is hit on the ground to Concepcion. He's going to go the short way to Morgan, and that's going to end the Yankees' 7th, but they get 4 big runs on 2, 4, 6, 7 hits. They bat around. It's time to stretch them out at Riverfront with your score. The 52 Yankees 9, the 75 Reds 6. All right, so Sane will take on Perez, Foster, and Rettenmund, 4, 5, 6 batters in the Reds' 7th inning. They still have time, and they've got plenty of firepower, but they got to get working. All right, Sane winds and deals to Perez, and this one is trouble. It's to left and deep, and Tony Perez makes it 9-7. A leadoff bomb for Perez in the bottom of the 7th. Sparky clapping his hands, exhorting his team. 9-7 Yankees now as Morgan and Kuzawa continue to throw for Casey in the Yankee bullpen. Foster's 0 for 2. Sane kicks and deals. This is Tapper in front of the plate. Yogi pounces on it and fires to Mize for out number 1. 9-7 with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Here's Rettenmund. He's been on 3 times. The pitch. Base hit Rettenmund to left field. Drops in front of Woodling. Tying run comes to the plate now in Concepcion. Yankee defense moves to double play depth. Concepcion is 3 for 3. Sane the stretch, the pitch to Davey, and there's a base hit. He's still in the Navy and probably will be for life. The Redmond will hold at second. There's 2 Reds on with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Geronimo is due up. Eastwick is in the on-deck circle. He may have to bat because he's all they got left. All right, so it's Rettenmund at second, Concepcion at first, 1 man out. Geronimo is 2 for 3 in the game with a pair of ribbies. All right. Sane will face him. The stretch and the delivery to Cesar Geronimo, and that's a ballpark check. He can't go deep, but let's see what he does do. It is foul territory, a pop-up. Gil McDougald under it and taking it near the dugout for the Yankees. There's 2 down. Well, now he's got to hit for him. There's 2 outs. Yeah. I don't know. I think he's got to hit for him. So it's going to be Clay Kirby and... yeah. So it's going to be Terry Crowley to hit for Eastwick in the bottom of the 7th. So Crowley bats for Eastwick. Eastwick goes a third of an inning, gives up 2 hits, and an inherited runner scores. Crowley against Sane. 2 outs. Rettenmund at second. Concepcion at first. Sane the stretch. The delivery to Crowley. This will be a range check, maybe, unless he strikes him out. On a 1-2, he does not. So we have a range check for Morgan. No, I'm sorry, for Billy Martin. Billy Martin's range was unbelievable in 1952. It was a 16. So Crowley hits it at Morgan. And he makes the... at Martin, excuse me. Crowley hits it to Martin, who makes the play to his right, cuts it off from going up the middle, plants and throws to Mize on the side, is retired. The Reds get a run and burn their ace relief pitcher, but they close the gap to 2 runs. We go to the 8th with your score, Yankees 9, Reds 7. What a ball game. Clay Kirby is on. He will bat 9th in the order. All right, so he will face Mantle, Berra, and Bauer. Other than that, he's got an easy inning ahead of him. Kirby, 26 games in 75, 19 starts, 1 complete game, 111 innings, and a 10-6 record. He has see stuff on top of everything else, and here comes Mantle. He's got plenty of stamina to finish the game. But does he have plenty of effectiveness for Sparky? That's the question. 9-7 Yankees, top of the 8th. They're looking for more. The pitch to Mantle. Line smash at Concepcion. He's got it for out number 1. He did not fool Mickey Mantle on that pitch. Here's Berra. Kirby kicks and deals to Yogi. Yogi swings and hits it on the ground to Joe Morgan. He gloves it and throws to Perez for out number 2. Now it's Bauer. 0 for 3 for Hank Bauer. Kirby winds and deals to Bauer, and this is grounded to Concepcion. He's up with it, throws to Perez, and that retires the Yankees in the 8th. So Kirby with a 1-2-3-8. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Johnny Sane still on. 9-7 Yankees. Winner plays. The winner of this game hosts the 1969 Baltimore Orioles. Pete Rose, Joe Morgan, Johnny Bench. Top of the Reds order in the 8th. They need 2 to tie it, 3 to take the lead again. The pitch from Sane to Rose. Rose jolts it. This is to right and deep and caught by Hank Bauer, and there's 1 down in the Reds' 8th inning. Yankees are 5 outs from moving on and hosting the Yankees the Orioles in the Bronx. Here's Morgan 1 for 4. The pitch to him is hit to right. Hank Bauer into right center will make the catch for out number 2, and now it's Bench. 1 for 4 for Johnny. Sane kicks and deals. Ball 4, it's a wide one to Bench. That'll bring the tying run to the plate in Perez, and he's already gone deep once today. Sane the stretch, and the pitch to Tony Perez. Hey, struck him out on a bender. That closes out the Reds' 8th. We go to the 9th with your score. Yankees 9, Reds 7. Clay Kirby coming back out. He'll face Johnny Mize, Phil Rizzuto, and Billy Martin. Classic game here in the tournament. This one is one to remember. Okay, so Mize, Rizzuto, and Martin against Clay Kirby. Kirby kicks and deals. Base hit for Mize. He's on with his 4th hit of the day. But he's slow. And he's not... Boy, that error number. 15. Yikes. All right, so we're going to see about a pinch runner for Mize. And Casey does not have much speed on that bench, but boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's going to be Irv Noren to run for Mize. At first base. Now it's Rizzuto. Leadoff single. The Scooters at the plate. Kirby the stretch. The pitch to Rizzuto. He squares to bunt. But it's popped up. He pops up the bunt. And it's grabbed by Perez. So Rizzuto does not advance the runner. Noren scrambles back to first, and there's 1 on with 1 out for Martin. Sane is on deck. The pitch. This will be a 54 chart, and this will be a wild pitch on Clay Kirby that will move the runner to second base. Martin's still up there. Kirby the stretch, the pitch to Billy Martin. Billy the Kid, base hit for Billy Martin. His 3rd hit. It goes to center field. Geronimo's arm is strong, so Noren is going to slam on the brakes. There's Yankees at the corners with one out for Sane. Now the infield has to play in. Kirby the stretch, the pitch to Johnny Sane. This is hit. Sane actually hit a home run on the season. This is hit to left and deep. Did Sane get it? Back goes Foster. Gone. A 3-run homer for Sane, and that may do it. A 3-run bomb for the Yankee pitcher who hit one homer in 71 at-bats on the 1952 season, and that gives the Yankees a 12-7 lead. Woodling comes to the plate. Sparky ran out of pitching and had to go to Kirby. The pitch to Woodling. Ground ball, Perez, he's going to take it himself, and there's 2 down. Now it's McDougald, 0 for 4. The pitch. Ground ball, Concepcion up with it and throws to Perez, and that retires the side, but the Yankees get 3 insurance runs in the 9th. It's now 12-7, 52 Yankees over the 75 Reds, and Johnny Sane is looking to close the deal. Bottom of the 9th coming, it's Foster, Rettenmund, and Concepcion. All right, Foster's 0 for 3. Sane winds and deals. Sane's stamina is 21, so he is fine. He's at 11. He's at 11 right now. Foster swings and hits it on the ground to Gil McDougald. Noren, by the way, is now at first. McDougald fires to Noren, and there's 1 down in the Reds' 9th. Here's Rettenmund, who's been on 4 times. The pitch from Sane to Merv Rettenmund. Hit in the air to left. Gene Woodling coming on, and there's 2 down. That makes Dave Concepcion at 4 for 4, the last chance saloon for the Reds. The pitch. Line drive grabbed by a diving Gil McDougald to end the ball game. Yikes. What a game. All right, let's give you the totals and figure out where we go from here. For the visiting and victorious 1952 New York Yankees, 12 runs, 19 base hits, and they committed no errors. For the 75 Reds, 7 runs, although this game was a nail-biter. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 hits. And they committed no errors. All right, so the winning pitcher will be Johnny Sane. He goes to 1-0. And he will be unavailable, obviously, in the next game against Baltimore. The losing pitcher in this game is Pedro Borbon. He goes to 0-1. A lot of potential MVP candidates. But I'm going to give it to Mize on the strength of a 4 for 5 day with 2 doubles and 3 runs scored. Noren scored the last one. So we'll go with Mize. Could go with Billy Martin. There's a lot of heroes in this game, but Mize gets the MVP. Now, our next game will be in the Bronx. It'll be the 52 Yankees hosting the 1969 Baltimore Orioles. The pitchers will be Vic Raschi, the right-hander for the 52 Yankees. He'll be opposed by Jim Palmer for the 69 Orioles. It'll be a battle of righties in the Bronx. I hope you'll join me. Don't forget to check out channel membership by following the link in the description for this video. This was a ball game. Wow. Thanks for being with me. I hope you have a good night. So long, everybody.